Morning, children. Today, let us begin chapter 9, Simple Interest. Chapter 9, Simple Interest. In this chapter, we shall learn principle. We shall learn principle, interest, simple interest, amount, rate of interest, and time. Okay. So, we are going to start chapter 9, Simple Interest. Chapter 9 is Simple Interest. We shall learn here first we shall learn first here principle. What is principle? What is principle? Principle is denoted by capital letter P. Capital letter P. Money that we borrow, lend, or invest is called the principal. If you borrow some amount from someone, then that amount is called principal. Suppose you took a loan of rupees 100 from someone and you promise that you will pay some extra amount after some time, then the amount rupees 100 is called principal. Now extra amount that you are paying for borrowing rupees 100, suppose you are paying 105 after 1 year, okay, so that rupees 5 extra that you are paying is called interest. So you borrowed how much? Rupees 100 you borrowed, so that one the principal. And you paid how much? After 1 year you paid rupees 105. So 5 rupees extra you are paying here. 5 rupees extra you are paying after 1 year. So that extra amount that you are paying for borrowing rupees 100 and paying it after 1 year, that rupees 5 is called interest. Okay, that is called interest. The extra money paid back by the borrower to the lender for using the money is called interest, and it is denoted by capital letter I. Now comes simple interest. What is simple interest? When the interest is calculated on the principal only on principal, when we calculate the interest only on the interest is calculated only on the principal, then that interest is called simple interest, and it is not calculated on the interest of the previous year. Interest earned in the previous year is not considered for calculation of interest, is called simple interest. Now next comes amount. Amount means amount equals principal plus simple interest. When we add principal and simple interest, the total amount is called amount. Okay, suppose here you borrowed rupees 100 and rupees 5 is the interest. Our interest is here rupees 5, so our amount is rupees 100 plus 5, that is rupees 105. So 105 is called the amount. Okay. Next comes the rate of interest. What is rate of interest? What is rate of interest? The rate of interest is denoted by R. The rate of interest means the interest charge on rupees 100. Interest charge on rupees 100 on the money borrowed is called the rate of interest. If you borrow 100 rupees and you paid here rupees 5 extra, okay, so on rupees 100 you took 5, on rupees 100 you paid rupees 5 extra, so our rate of interest here will be 5%. 5% we write like this, 5% per annum, PA. After the rate of interest we write PA. 5% per annum, PA means per annum. In 1 year you pay rupees 5 for rupees 100. So if you take rupees, suppose if you borrow rupees 200, if you borrow rupees 200, so how much you will pay? You will pay for 105, for 200 it will be 5 plus 5 rupees 10 you will pay. Okay, so on rupees 200 you will pay 10 for 1 years. Okay, so that is called rate of interest, and it is written, it is denoted by capital letter R, and we write the rate of interest as, suppose here 5%, so I'll write 5% per annum. Okay, 5% per annum. Next comes time. Time means the period of time for which the money is borrowed, lent or invested is called the time. So if you return the money after 3 years, so time will be 3 years. If you return the money after 5 years, the time will be 5. So here you are borrowing the amount, you can lend the amount also, you can lend rupees 100 or any amount to anyone. In that case interest will be paid to you. Okay, so these are the terms that you should remember. What were term? Principal, rate of interest, then simple interest, then amount, then rate of interest, then last one time. Okay, now let us see how to solve problems on simple interest. Okay, you see your exercise 9, page number 66. Here first question number 1 is, here question number 1 is Satish lent rupees 7,000 at 6% per annum and rupees 9,500 at 6.5% per annum to Mohan. So he lent 7,000 for at rupees 6% per annum and 9,500 at 6.5% per annum to Mohan. You have to calculate the total amount he gets back after 3 years. So here two cases are there. You say case 1 in the first case or case 1 in the first case. In the first case what we get? Principal P equals rupees 7,000, rupees 7,000. Rate of interest R equals 6%, 6% per annum, and time is 3 years. Time is 3 years. So therefore simple interest equals, our formula is there, P T R by 100 or PRT also you can say. Now you put the value, rupees 7,000 into time is 3 years into 6 divided by 100. Denominator 100 is for 6%. 6% means 6 by 100. That's why 100 we put. Now these two zeros I can cut here. Two zeros. So what is left here? What is left here? 7 into so not 7, 70 into 3 into 6. So what will be the product here? Product will be 70 into 3 into 6 equals, product is equals 1260. Okay, 1260. If I multiply 70 into 3 into 6, we get 1260. So therefore amount will be equal to, amount equals principal plus simple interest equals rupees 7,000 plus 1260. So if I add these two, what we get? Rupees 7 plus 1, 8,260. So in the first case amount is this. Okay, now second case. Now we'll see case 2. Case 2, second case, or in the second case also you can say. Case 2, here P equals how much? Rupees 9,500. Rupees 9,500. 500. Rate of interest is 6.5%. 6.5% per annum. Time is equal to 3 years both. So therefore simple interest equals what? Simple equals equivalent PTR by 100 equals what? Rupees, it will be rupees 9,500 into time is 3 into 6.5 divided by 100. This 0 0 you cut, this 0 0 cut. So what we get? Rupees 995 into 3 into 6.5. This product equals 95 into 3 into 6.5. This product will be rupees 1852.50. Okay, 1852.50. Therefore amount equals principal plus simple interest equals rupees 9,500 plus 1,852.50. Okay, if we add here, this is point is there, remember. So if we add these two, what we get? We get rupees 11,352.50. So in the second case we get 11,352.50. So what will be the total amount he will get? then you write therefore the total amount he gets he gets after 3 years equals rupees. Both the cases you have to see. First case it is 8260, it is 8260 plus, in the second case what we get, 11,352 352.50, that you add here, you will get the answer. It will be 8260 equals it is 19,612.50, 19,612.50 he gets after 3 years. He will, this much amount he will get. So hope you understood it. I shall upload the solution of other questions later on. Today you practice question number 2, 3, 4 till 5, you try. If you can, okay, otherwise I shall give you the solution. Okay, so thank you.